All right, here we go. Here we go. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, awesome. You at a coffee shop or what?
Yeah, that's my office here at Starbucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Whatever it takes. That's right, guys. Let's go. Whatever
Yeah, they know me by now, so
they do, eh? Good. All right, guys. So as a matter of fact, let's start with you, guys. So welcome. It's 1 o'clock. Let's get to work. I'm only gonna be here for 30 minutes because I have a meeting at 1:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and run and jump in a couple of things that we're doing very huge for you guys to see. But first of all, I know that David had a ticket that he opened up, so I wanted to share my his account on my and then kind of go through that. It was about calendars, right?
yeah, I was when it's the button. So when you actually submit it on the page, the button says like "Give me my kit," and I don't know how to change that wording.
Okay.
Give me my kit.
Okay. I can barely hear you. To do what?
Change the buttons.
I'm sorry, brother. What was that?
Change the buttons. Here, maybe hold on 1 second. Let me change this.
I can barely hear you. All right. So let me go. Let me go to his account. Hopefully, I can try to see. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to his account real quick. I know he was talking about his. While he comes back on, I am going to go into his account, and I'm going to go. I'm gonna log in as him to make sure that I see what he sees. Okay, log in as David. David. Okay, I'm gonna log in. I'm logged in as him now, so that way we can see it. And I know one of the things that he was talking about is the when it comes up, then I'll share my screen, guys. All right, so I'm going to start sharing my screen. Hopefully, he can come back. Can you hear me now, David? Can you hear me, David? I can't hear you. Okay, you know what? No, I can't. I can't hear you. So while he does that, let me go try to go to calendars here. Let's go to calendar settings. I'm logged in as him. Am I correct? Am I on the right path, David? Okay, where am I? Which one am I looking at? So at number one, this one, online advertising. I can't hear you, my brother. I don't know. I was hearing you just a minute ago. Boom. Let me bring it back up. Maybe. I don't know. My mic needs permission for something. Oh yeah, permission to talk to me. Just tell me which one on the online advertising. Is that right? I'm just trying to figure out what it is that you're trying to change. So if you're trying to edit the calendar itself, am I correct? I think that's what you were trying to do, right? Edit it. So any of the calendars, you're gonna go to actions, drop down, right? And then you're gonna go to edit, right? So edit, let's do December 1st. What does that mean? Let's do December 1st. What does that really mean? What are you trying to tell me? What do you mean to do what on strategy call? Okay, strategy call. Strategy call. Okay, so strategy call, you have one of them. You have, oh, December 1st. Got it. Got it. Got it. So why are you I'm not sure why you're making a strategy calls for each date. Is there a specific reason? No? I would just do a calendar by one calendar because you're gonna overwhelm yourself by doing a lot of calendars. I would just do one strategy call for whatever events, right? Strategy call, strategy call, strategy call. Because if you start adding a lot of calendars, I found out that you can get very overwhelmed into doing a lot of them. You know what I mean? Let me actually do the following, David. I'm gonna call you from because I really want to help you make sure that we don't leave here on with the same problem. Deal? So let me call you from. I'm gonna call him from on WhatsApp. Whatever it takes, right, guys? All right, here we go. Hey, brother. Okay, so tell me what you're trying to accomplish here.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, but it, I was doing a specific strategy call just to link the my website into its own little
calendar, and I forgot I created one, so I created another one.
Okay.
I think what happened was I renamed one of the old ones into strategy call.
Okay.
So, but the issue with that was because it was an old template, it carried over the whatever was already preset from whatever I changed it from. So I created another one to start from scratch. That's why there's two strategy calls.
Okay.
And the one that is labeled, I think November 8th or something like that. I forget which one. But one of them, they'll probably all say it, to be honest. When you go through and press the buttons are not editable. I can't change the text on what the buttons say.
You mean the here?
Yes.
So what button are you talking about?
So when you actually when you go on the page itself.
All right, let's go to the let's go here. Let's go to copy scheduling link. I'm gonna open it up in another tab. Boom, here we go. Form, here we go. Strategy call. This is it. So what are you trying to change here?
Okay, and go to can you hit go to right click and do inspect and go to the mobile view. All right, and go ahead and fill it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna book a call with him. I don't know when, testing. I'm gonna test it and I'm gonna say schedule a call.
All right, maybe that wasn't it. But the schedule, the one where it said the button said schedule call, how do we change that to say something else? Because one of them, if you go on my website, giveoutcoach.com, and you do that same thing, I forget which template I used, but it says send me my skit.
Okay, I'm barely able to hear. Okay, what I don't understand what is okay you're trying to do here. Well, let's go back to the calendars here. So you said that wasn't it. So which one are we talking about? I just don't know where you're talking about to change it.
Here, let's do this. Let's go to my the actual website. So go to beloudcoach.com.
Be loud, right?
beloudcoach.com.
Be loudcoach.com. As you guys can see, the reason why he's called beloudcoach.com is because he is loud. He's so loud, I can't barely hear him. So, okay, so here we go. So when you're saying book a free consultation here, right?
Yep.
I love what you did with the site, by the way. Oh, man. Love it, dude. Awesome. Okay, so boom, book. Got it?
Yep.
So,
and so go ahead and fill that form out.
Well, okay. Okay.
And because I don't remember which calendar. Oh, see, that's because I was probably messing with it. That's what.
Okay, so I got it. Look, Be Loud Coach. Okay, book with us. Got it? Okay, yeah. So that's the name of it. So let's go. Where you got to go. I think I understand you now. So what you got to do is go to sites. What's this? A website you created?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to his main page because in his main page. I'm sorry.
The first confirmation. So you see two confirmations in that page that you just saw. So the first one is a calendar view. So I guess you'll be able to see which calendar it is from there.
All right. So here we go. So he's saying, go to this site, right? To this form, right? And then after, I think you're doing it backwards. Why didn't you embed the calendar in there?
I don't know.
Because you're doing it backwards. You're saying, go here, but you're not telling it to book the call. You want to do here's the calendar. Let's book a call with me. What I would do, let me go here.
I guess my mindset was if I can get them to get to the calendar page, I at least have their contact info, and if they don't commit to scheduling with me, I can then call them and schedule with them.
Okay. You could do that. The problem is now you're giving them, you could do that. So right now what you're saying is go book, right? So go to this one, book a call with us. So I'm going to leave that tab open and I'm going to show you why I've never even done it like that. It's too many steps. You give too many steps. You give them more than 2 steps, you lost them. Okay. So watch this. I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to go to funnels and then I'm going to go to book with us, book with me, right? And if I'm not mistaken, it should be like the first one. It's the call, or whichever one you want to use.
Let's see, which one was that? I forget which one.
See, I think you even deleted it. That's why it's not going anywhere.
I think I might have renamed it.
Okay, so if you renamed it, which one do you want to point to? Which calendar? And I'll show you.
Let's just make one easy. Let's do the virtual call.
The virtual call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would go here. There's two ways of doing it. Okay, so one of them he actually has here. He said what David is saying. He goes, I want to get their attention. I want to get their name and phone number first. So if that's the case, I will not ask them for a website. Don't ask them for the message. Don't ask them for anything. Just put name and phone number, a form, because you're asking them to do this. And the problem with this is this. So now I'm going to put this one in here. I'm going to put the new one, right? And I'm going to say open in a new tab. Yes. So I'm going to save. Boom. I'm going to save it. And now I'm going to go back to that website that he had. Let's close this one. Let's close this one. Let's close this one. Let's close. Okay. I think we went to this one, right? So right here. So again, see that I would, if you're going to do that, I would not do that. I would embed the calendar automatically in here because you're giving them too many steps, because now they got to fill out the form here. And then if they want to book a call, they got to fill out the information again. They're going to go and make, come on, for real. Got it? So what I would do, or you know, and also, so this form. So in other words, what I would do now, if you do it this way, and let me refresh, so that way it takes the changes that I made in there, right? So I'm going to go this one. I'm going to go to test.com, test. And guys, what he's doing is actually really a great question, because a lot of us want to book from your website, right? So he's got a website here. I'm going to say send. So now it's going into book me. See that, David? Right now he's asking him, okay, so book with me again here. And I'm going to say, boom. All right, enter the information again. See what I'm saying? So I wouldn't do it like that. I would probably do a couple of tests. I think you're on the right track, but here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. Let's go look at where the form is. Where is that form at? So let's look at this form, and let's go to this form. The form name is website intake, right? So watch what we're going to do. Let's go look at the forms builder, and then we're going to look at form intake. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just go. Oh, here it is. Website. Good naming scheme, guys. Making sure you know where that form is from. I know which one it is because it says website intake form. So I know exactly which one he's looking at. Got it? So here we go. I would do this. Let's go look at this form first. Styles. Here options. I'm looking for options, I think. On submission, page view, styles, fields. I'm trying to see here, guys. Custom fields, styles, not agency branding, intake form styles here. Boom, with. All right, that's not it. Options. I want to see where it gives me the ability to do. Maybe it's not in here. Standard. Golly, where is it? Where is that one? To do, maybe I think it could do it from here. Boom, form. No, it's going straight into that form. So what I would do is either that way. I would, if you want to do it that way, you could do it, but I would only ask them the name and phone number. That's it. Or I would actually do this, and I would actually do the calendar in here, which is, I think it would be the right way. This is the way we always do it, right? Calendar. And I will point. I'm sorry? I can barely hear you. Strategy call. Oh, actually, you have another one called website booking. So I'm going to go to the website booking and see how it would look. David? You with me? Hello, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So those are the two different ways of doing it, brother.
All right, so go straight to the booking. Now, when they do that, the issue I had was the button.
Go what?
The button that they press once they actually make the schedule, it says get your kit. So how do I change that button?
What? It says what?
Get your kit.
Fix your kit?
Yeah, it says in like you're going to get it.
All right, I'm not understanding. Let's click on there and see what happens here. All right. So if I did it like that, I'm going to say this one, 11 o'clock, submit. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, download the kit. So you, okay.
How do I change that button?
So this is, okay. So it's not a button. It's actually a form that you have on there. So what you want to do is let's go look at the website booking. All right. Now I know what you're talking about. Perfect. So let's go here and let's go to your calendars, right? We're going to go to calendars. We're going to go to settings and the calendars, and we're going to go look for that calendar, which is website booking right here. Got it? So edit website booking. Please, guys, keep this in mind. This could confuse you a lot because what he did is availability and confirmation. See that? Contact as online advertising and copy. So this is the form that you got to go change. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Watch the form. Contact us online advertising copy. Yes? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go back here. Now I'm going to actually leave that one in there. So I'm going to go look. I came here to see what was the name of the form, advertising copy. So now I'm going to go here and I'm going to go back to the same place, because what the calendars do is they have a form embedded in it. So you can use the calendar form, or you can actually create your own and put, if you want to put more questions. So I think this is what he did. So there it is. Where is it? Here we go. Contact online advertising form copy. Boom. Here is the form. Let it load, let it load, let it load. See that? Download kit. Boom. Change it. What do you want to change it to, David?
Schedule.
Schedule?
Book now.
Book now. Book now. There we go, brother. Now all you got to do is save the form. And now if we go back to this, guys, and I'm going to download and I'm going to refresh this. Watch it now. Now I'm going to go here. Boom, right? For example, here, 12, select. See that?
Beautiful.
You got it? So which one you want to leave? Do you want me to leave this like that and you're going to change it?
Let's get rid of it.
Get rid of the form?
Do some sort of like input your email for some sort of.
Yeah, do absolutely. I would definitely do that. So absolutely cool, perfect, man. Great website, by the way. I just want to compliment you on that. See that, guys? You guys, his home, blog, workshops, book your consultation. Boom. Where is this going to? Book your consultation. It scrolls all the way down to the bottom. So what he did is, instead of booking in here, you could also do that and also do pop-up, right? So it'll pop up the calendar automatically. One of the things that I've learned is you got to make it as easy as possible for the user, not for ourselves. Because for ourselves, I can see a lot of it, and great picture, great information. Great. Some keys and problems we solved. There we go, guys. Perfect. There you go, my brother.
Thank you.
Anything else I can serve you with?
No, continue on your way, and I'll try to fix this audio.
Okay, guys. Perfect. I'm going to go. Stay tuned if you want to. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with this follow-up campaign. Okay. All right. I'm going to hang up on you right now. Bye, my brother. All right, guys. I was able to see whatever it takes, right? Like I couldn't hear him on here, so I just jumped on and so forth. So that way we can try to help him solve that problem that he had, because what we don't want to do is have the frustration kicking in, right? It's like, I can't get this done, right? Of course, simple thing like that. But it was for him to say, okay, I don't get it. Where is that format? Now I showed him that every calendar has a form inside. Okay. So then now what we're going to go with is a couple of things that I feel that have been super, super, super important for all of you guys who are coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs. I ask you and I beg you that you please take a look at this, guys, because what's happening is I'm going to go back to switching to myself. And I'm going to stop sharing for a minute, so that way I can tell you guys what I'm about to share with you. Okay. And I think, we learned this. David's actually a Grant Cardone licensee as well. But one thing that we're learning, and I'm actually learning probably more than anybody in here is how important our follow-up process is, right? And I always talk about the sales process is like a dating, right? Like if you take in person on a date, you got to continue to do that. I want to show you what I'm working on a campaign that I'm working on, so you guys can kind of see how powerful this campaign can be for you, David. If you want it, if anybody wants it, please open up a support ticket and I'll be happy to share it with you. But watch what I'm doing here, and I can save you a lot of time, because if Javier is doing it, why you have to do it again, right? So I can just push these changes over to your account. This is the done for you online done for you internet marketing. I actually started messing with this. I actually got 40 leads in 3 days. 40 Facebook ad leads in 3 days. I take that back. I think it was 4 days, but that's great. And I stopped it because I said, wait a minute, I don't have it. I'm not following up with them properly. So please watch what I'm doing here. And the reason why I bring this up about the follow-up, it's going to be because if you're not doing the right follow-up, you're going after campaign after campaign after campaign after campaign. You're actually thinking, I don't know if this is working for me. It's not working. It's like you're not nurturing people enough for them to get to know you, to like you, to trust you, to raise their hand and says, okay, can you show me more? Can you help me? Right? So why? And I don't want to bring this up so that way you guys can say, oh, well, yeah, that doesn't work. I'm going to show you statistics from one of the people or one of the coaches that we follow a lot, that is actually doing a lot of following up. He believes in that. And actually this is from a follow-up masterclass that I'm about to do. I'm about to launch it. I'll send you guys all the invite. But this is why I'm doing this, because I want you guys to see that I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. In other words, when you have people telling you what to do, but they're not really doing it themselves, then it becomes kind of like a am I doing the right thing, right? Yes, I can. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat. So this is from the Harvard Review, Business Review, and InsideSales.com. Okay, what is it? And then I'll show you the campaign. But this is why it's important. Revealing statistics on follow-up. Over 30% of leads never contacted at all. And this is great for what we were working on earlier, that David was saying about the calendar and stuff like that. That's another one extra step for people to follow up with you, whether they want to book a call with you, whether they want to be in the register. He actually, I don't know if you guys remember, but if you looked at his website, he's got the chat widget on there. That's 3 ways so leads can come in. I can actually see here. Let me see on his website. Does he have the analytics on there? Google Analytics? No, right? You don't have the Google Analytics or the Facebook Pixel in there, right? So that's okay. But I suggest you do that, because that way you can actually go later on and target people that have been to your website. You just said it, right? He goes, what if people jump on my website, but they don't book? If you don't have any analytics on your website, then you're right. You never know who they could take, because what if they were interested in it, all of a sudden they turn around, they're like, hey, you know what? My wife called, my dog barked, somebody knocked at the door, I'm leaving. He's at a cafe, right? Somebody walked by and say, hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. Boom, he lost the focus and he moved, right? So this is why this is so important to do that. But most importantly, over 30% of leads are never contacted at all. Most of the salespeople in the study made only 1 or 2 attempts. Guys, this is what you got to take a real look at your business. About 12% of sales are made on the app that made 3 call attempts. Only 12% made 3 call attempts. Fewer than 5% made 6 call attempts. And 6 call attempts raised contact success rate to 90%. So if you want the number 1 strategy for the next 90 days, what to do in your business to increase your business, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if you're like me. I'm always looking after the new lead, right? But what happened to all the ones you have in your contacts? They didn't want it. They didn't want it when? You talked to them like 6 months ago, right? It's like, what if they're ready today? Somebody else is talking to them, right? So this is what, to me, has going to be the number 1 thing that I'm going to focus on, because guess what? I'm about to show you, I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and I'm going to show you guys I wanted you to see the numbers, because I think the numbers speak louder than anything, right? Anything at all. So if you see the numbers in here, you have to understand why those numbers are there, right? You need to follow up if you want to make a sale. Whatever you're selling, you need to follow up. If you want to make the sale, no follow up, no sale, no sales, no business. Domino effect, right? So this is why that's so important to me. So now I'm going to stop sharing this, and then I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing to follow up. And I'm going to show you, I did this campaign. So I have a campaign, and not just that one campaign. Watch how deep this is. And I'm going to show that to you guys right now, and then I'll be done. And again, David, if you want it, more than welcome to, brother. It's been a lot of work on this, but I'll show you exactly what it is. So I want you to first see what I did in this folder. With the one folder, I actually have 1, 2. I'm going to delete this one. I don't think a new lead pipeline. I don't think I need this one. I'm going to move this 19 leads first before I delete it. But I'm going to move them to this pipeline. Okay. So done for you, internet marketing. That's one campaign. That's one workflow. Then I got the other one, internet marketing phone call. You can name it whatever the campaign, phone call, not Zoom call. What I'm trying to do here is get on a call with them 5 minutes to see if they're a good fit for me to get on a call with them on a Zoom call. That makes sense? Okay, so then I got the other one, which is they watch the video, they open the email, and I left a voice message. Now you got to create all these, and then you go back to this one and then plug one after the other, right? So what's going to happen here, and the reason I showed you that one first was so you guys can see. So the form was submitted, right, on internet marketing or the Facebook lead form, which is the one that I got all the leads from, right? So then now they're coming in here. They got internal notification. I get notified, hey, you have a new lead, right? Perfect. Then the first contact, I think the number one, well, we're getting a lot of times stuck and we don't follow up because I don't even know where that lead is at. And if I'm talking to 500 people, I don't know what each individual one it is. So then now pay attention, because this is going to help you understand everything that you can do and use the automation to leverage your time. So that way you can be good at what you're good at, which is coaching. Okay. Again, I'm going to add a tag on it where they came from. And then now let's go and get started. Assign over to me. It's going to send them an email, which it actually is a template email that I created. I put it in there. I send them the email. I send them the PDF, the lead system follow-up, right? Online marketing, how to take your business online, really what it is, right? And then it's going to do an SMS, right? Hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm a Grant Cardone licensee. I'm so glad that you found us and claimed the blah, 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 so forth. Here is your, right? I sent you by email, right? So I'm just notifying them by text message that I send them the email. How many touches is that so far? 1 is the ad. 2 is when they came in here and they got the email. That's 2. That's 3. So far, we're counting. I'm actually going to grab this. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm actually going to turn this on. So now we have 3 so far. I'm gonna put check marks on each one. 1, 2, 3. Facebook ad. Now here, manual call. 4. Then here, wait 2 hours. Right. 5. Then here 6. Then here 7. Then here 8. Then here 9. Then here, if they don't say anything, 10. So then here 11. So just in this one, I'm doing in this campaign 11 touches to that one lead. But we may see how it's a mix of, and I learned this from the training I just finished up. It was like, okay, you know, what are you doing on other touches? You don't want to be calling people all the time. Hey, I just called you. Hey, I just called you. I just called you. I just called you. You got to mix it up with emails, text messages, voice messages, and so forth. And this is what I want to show you what I'm doing here, right? So when it does this, it's going to do a manual call. Here it's good to have a manual call, but the problem with us here is manual call, right? So actually here, what I'm going to do, manual call. I'm going to put notes on here. Watch this. This is how you add the notes on here. And the notes are added to your contact. And I'll show you in a minute how that works. This is so powerful, right? So that way you don't lose where you're at. Full name needs to be called, right? Boom. Now that message is going to be put on here right after this. Is going to be put in here, and then it puts them into the manual action. Why a manual action is because this step will stay in there until you actually make the call on here. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to open up here where we at with sales on demand, right? And I'm going to go to opportunities done for you, internet marketing. See that? First contact, second contact, third contact, fourth contact, level voice message 5, 6, 7, and then already all of some of these, like for example, these people here that are on here, they're already in that. Some they should be in this one here because I had moved them, but I'll check on that later. Don't worry about that. So what I wanted to do is actually have as many contacts as possible, and then what's going to happen is this. Let me go back to some of these in here, and I'll show you where we're at with this. Let's just look at these 18 people in here, and let's go look at Katrina Davidson, for example. So Katrina Davidson is going to show, I'm going to see exactly what I mean by this, okay? Watch what we're doing here, right? We're doing here, and every time we put a note on here, watch how powerful this is. This is freaking, oh man, like you have no idea, because now I don't even have to go looking for what's happened to that contact because all the notes will be on there. So watch what this is, right? So this is where she came in. This is everything that she's visited, internet marketing book. So she actually booked the call in here, and I don't think that she's got a booking. So look what happened here. She went into the booking link, but she never booked, right? So maybe what I need to do is I actually, again, optimize my campaign. I'm going to say whenever they went into the booking page, they visited this book trigger link, right? So trigger link. Again, I take notes and I say, this is what I need to change, because right now I'm kind of showing you guys, but I need to go back to this and says, what is it that I was looking at? I was looking at what areas I need to update. So watch when I put notes on here, right? Remember that I said notes. So whenever they go through the step, what's going to happen is going to put notes in here. Check it out. Did not answer second contact, November 23rd. So before that was second contact did not respond to the book, right? So it starts putting them all the notes on here. Hey, they went to step 1. Hey, they went to step 2. Hey, they opened up the appointment link but never booked. Don't you think I should have followed up with it right here, right there and then, right here where it says they actually went to opt-in page to book the page right here on 22nd. They right there and then, this person, when they open up the booking link, and I'm going to add this now, and I'll update it. So whenever I send it to all you guys, you're going to have this. So then now you're going to know when they click on the link, whether it's a booking or your website, you can actually track all this stuff to say, hey, by the way, Katrina, this is Katrina. You came in here, you did this, or whatever. I want to know. She actually visited a couple of times. Look at that. This person, I need to follow up with it. As promised, here it is. Here we go. But she hasn't answered anything on my questions, right? So what if I give her a call right now, right? Boom, I'm going to do that right after I have a call here. This lady, I need to call her and see what happened, how come she didn't book. But we could have sent her a text message automatically. Say, I noticed you try to book a call with us, but didn't turn. Say, do you want me to book it for you here, and have the AI book it for them automatically here? How do you do that? Like this. What's here? See that? Right here, for example, you put, hey, contact name, phone number. Congratulations, downloading 7-day step. And I would like to talk to you, or maybe let's just say I speak to you, right? I would like to speak with you about the implementation process of what? Of the 7-step download that you downloaded, right? So that way, because they I'm sure I'm not the only one that downloading stuff from, right? So download it. So be more specific. Are you available for me to call you this week? Or I would probably say, when are you available? When are you available for me to call you this week, right? Again, I'll work on the copy and stuff like that. Whether say yes or no, right? Now I have it say yes or no. So we have the SMS. So I put a way to contact in here to reply. Wait for that person to reply, and wait for how long? Time out after 2 hours. So if after 2 hours he doesn't respond, guess what's going to happen? It's going to say Nope, no response. It puts them in here. Got it? So that's why it's going to go to the no response. Maybe I should do maybe 3 hours. No, let's do 2 hours, because right now that they came in and they're warm, you want to get in front of them as quick as possible. Okay. So wait for them 2 hours. And then the condition is, if they say yes, right, they'll go here. If they say no, no problem. Here we go. And guess what? I'm going to help them with. No problem. Manual call. Why did you say no? Again, oh, this is all open conversations for everybody. What time is it? 1:34. Okay. And then so from here, what you want to do is says, okay, wait 1 day. If after you call them, and then what happens? Well, they didn't answer. Okay. Did you leave them a voice message? Probably not, because what we didn't have is the automation for leaving a voice message, right? So what I'm going to show you guys here is the following. Left a voice message. So watch this. Call status, when the call status is outgoing and you're busy, the line is busy, canceled, voice message, or no answer. In other words, and I'll show you in a minute, when you actually are calling out, dialing out from the system, at the end of the call, it will say, what do you want to do next? You want to do, you hit busy, cancel. So that way it tracks what happened to that call. If everybody's busy, right? Maybe you call them at the wrong time. If everybody is like, they canceled their, or you hit voice message, boom, it goes to voice message. And then what we hit voice message, so if not right now, is if you hit any of these, right? If you hit any of these, it's going to send them a voice message, even the no answer, boom. And it hits and it gives sends them a voice message already. So what I did is I created a voice message here. I think this was a test that I did yesterday. Hey, here we go. Okay, guys, welcome. I'm just doing a test. 1, 2, 3. See that? You upload the MP3 there, and then guess what? It's going to move them into the pipeline where it says, I left a voice message, so you don't have to manually do it. Leverage, time, leverage. You got to learn automation to leverage your business. This is what we are, and most people get stuck because it's like too much technology. Too much technology you should be happy about, because this is what's going to leverage us for us to be able to do more in less time, to follow up with more people in less time. Because imagine if you're sending a text message and an email, a voice message to 2, 3 people, 5, 10, 20 people at one time versus one at a time. You with me? Okay, so from here, it moves into the pipeline, and then guess what? Left a voice message for contact, right? I wonder if it has when I left them. No, because actually it puts it on the note on there when you call that person. So after I call them, then they're gonna have all the notes on there. Or, if I wanted to even go deeper, right? I could say when that old person. Let's go open up the email. Open up the email. Okay, email events. So I want to know when the person email and what workflow on the done for you internet marketing. If they open up any email, it's going to say create them, put them into here. So that way I know how many people have opened up emails. Powerful, right? Internal notification. Hey, Javier opened up the email, right? And then put them into the internal notification, move them into the pipeline, boom, and then put a note in there. Hey, contact has opened the email. Open the email. So it doesn't matter, whatever. Just quick notes, right? See that every time something's happening, you let them know what's happening. Guys, this is where for 2023, 2024 and on, I know I can beat it to wait it's to until it's bleeding, but until you actually get the reason why you need to follow up properly, you will never scale. You can't scale. Think about it. You actually, if you're an entrepreneur like many of us, and you starting off, maybe you're starting on coaching, maybe you don't have the funding, maybe you spend all your money in a program, and right, and now you're like, okay, now I got the program, and then now I need to figure out how to get more leads. Leads are not the problem. Leads are not the problem. And I'll show you guys the leads are not the problem in just a second. Okay, so what I want to show you guys, jump into here one more, right? So that way you guys can see why is it important. 2 major areas to focus: how to follow up with your leads and customers using simple, strategic, sustainable strategies. What I just showed you is a strategy that once you build it one time, you can use it for any follow-up campaign that you have, right? So let's just say, for example, you have one for let's talk about David since he's fresh in my mind. So let's just say he's doing a self-execution workshop. Boom, he can create that follow-up for that. So once you have that campaign, you can just optimize it, change the messaging to fit your campaign, and you're ready to go. All you're changing is the messaging. Everything else is the same, right? So we're already doing it for you. I'm already creating it for you because I'm creating it for myself. And yes, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. That's why I stopped the ad, because I wanted to create this first, because I want to prove to you guys that how that really works. How to leverage these strategies with customers and internet leads. Again, what we were working on with David, his website, his leads, his appointments. So yes, they're getting a booking appointment, but is he getting a notification to say, hey, this person booked an appointment? Is it putting notes on that person's contact? Just a couple of things that you guys want to think about, how to leverage that for yourself. Okay. So I am going to do a follow-up masterclass, right? Very, very soon. I'm actually finishing up the drip campaign, which I just show you guys real quick. I think somebody was already working on it for me. Done for you, internet marketing, 50 leads campaign. Here we go. 50 leads campaign, registered and following up, free truck, 50 leads campaign. I don't think that's the right one. 50 leads. Maybe that is the right one. Anyways, I don't want to sit here and show you guys, but I want to show you what the only thing I'm waiting for right now is now because now I know this lead is coming in, right? So then now for example, the lead follow-up that I'm going to do, the masterclass, I'm going to put this campaign at the end of it, right? At the end of, let me just stop sharing my screen and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. So what I want to do now is the following. What I want to do the following is, now that I'm doing the masterclass, so let's just say David's going to do the sales execution workshop. Let's just say I'm going to do a marketing workshop. I'm actually going to do the follow-up masterclass, right? And I would love to have somebody like David to come on and actually talk about social media, because he's a powerful guy to know about social media and how you leverage that, right? So then now what you want to do is I created the landing page already, and I'll show it to you guys already. So that's already done, right? So what I did here is super clean up in things. Trainings, I think it's trainings. I think it is. It is a trainings. Nope, not trainings. So it must be offers. Done for you. Nope, not offers. Events. I'm sorry, events. That's actually events. 10x bootcamp, 10x follow-up masterclass. So watch what I'm going to show you guys how I create a drip campaign. You guys ready? This is how I create a drip campaign. So what I do is, like, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel, right? Why? David, why did you join Grant Cardone? Because you already knew he had it all. I don't want to have to create nothing. All I have to do is actually master the stuff and go kill it, right? Same thing when you guys are doing it with Coaches Coach, with Focus.com, whatever coaching organization. All of them are amazing. Coaches Coach is another amazing organization. But I'm going to show you how to create the drip campaigns. Of course, with Coaches Coach, we already have all the drip campaigns and everything. But I'm going to show you, if you're going to do a new one, how I would grab this. What I told my VA is this. I say, okay, now I created this, right? So what I did is very strategically, because I just got to do the video and that's it. I'm done. So I'm getting ready to launch it within the next couple of days. But join the masterclass, right? When, right? So I'm going to put, right now I have a December 11, right? Course duration, which is not a course. It's actually a masterclass. Always keep, like, these are things that I'm actually going to go back to my team and says, why do you put course if you just say masterclass? Which one is it, a course or a masterclass? Like, be very congruent to what you're saying. Like, that's wrong, right? 4 hours. Well, now, I think he just did it because we didn't know the cohort 12. I don't know what that means, but follow up, right? When you start a business, right? So what I did here, I'm leveraging something that I learned from the man here that talks about following up. Why this? Okay. So a lot of times you don't have to leverage yourself. Why? I pay 25K to do this, right? So why don't you actually leverage what you currently have from the organization you're working with, right? So he talks about follow-up. Why third party? This is what I call third party validation. This is only a 3-minute video, 4-minute video, but it's really a testimonial for him to what he does. Why do you want to listen to him? 8 figures. He does 8 figures. How many? 8.7 billion, something like that, David, right? So exactly. So what are they going to listen to me right here? Me or him better? Come on, you guys know. Come on, I'm not trying to be Grant, right? I'm not. I'm just trying to leverage what he already says that is true, and I want to do it because I do. I love following up. That I love the digital marketing part and automation. Leverage it. That's exactly what he says.
Ever made on the first contact.
2%.
That means your chances of closing somebody on the first contact is 98 to 2 or smaller. Am I being too dramatic? Look, go to any dentist, a chiropractor, go to any retailer in your local area, interior design.
Man, I won't play that video for you because it's 5 minutes, but guys, think about it. And he said it, and testimonial. I did the same thing. I went biking last week, and I went around the corner, and I seen this corner house that I thought it was really cool. I'm like, I wonder, it's been open for a while. Let me call them. I called them. Guess what? Until today, they still haven't even contacted me. Like, how do they know I have the money or I don't have the money, or if I'm a true investor or not? They don't know because they never contacted me. That's sad. That's pretty sad because I'm sure it's about $300,000, $400,000 home. So here we go. The statistics, because I think that this is what we don't know. What you don't know, you don't know. So what I do, guys, in the follow-up process, I actually create, this is number one, I'm doing the invitation. This is the section number 2. This is another email. Hey, do you know what Grant Cardone says about following up? Here we go. Bam, 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 right? And then here's the number 3. The study of 100+ businesses show, bam, 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 bam. What about the masterclass? And I call it the LFC framework, right? The lead, follow up, and close using AI. Using who? Didn't say use yourself. It said use AI to empower, and leverage you the time that you don't have to do emails, to do text messages, to do voice drops, to do emails, to kind of see or know or go to the statistics to see if they opened up certain things or not. Just put notes on it. This person opened up email. Boom, put a note on the contact. This person called, nobody answered. Boom, put a note on the contact. You can do that, and I think it's going to be very effective because that way you know the journey that they're taking. Got it? And that's how I do drip campaigns. This is another part, right? So we do. I think there's like 5 different sections. So each one of the sections, I take it. I tell them to go take the content from there and create an email. So guess what we did? Okay, how much time we have? 1:46. So I'm gonna go real quick and show you what he did, and I hope he doesn't make me look bad because he should have done it already. Mr. Phil Parker in the sequence to follow up. 10x Bootcamp follow up live. Okay, I'm not sure if it's in here. 10x follow up. Okay, I don't know where it's at, but what we did in here is the 10x Bootcamp Sales on Demand, so that's the right one. PDF follow up. So anyway, so that's fine. Let's not go to that sales execution, internet marketing sequence. I wanted to show you the follow-up sequence done for you, internet marketing, follow technical mistakes. So I told him to do it. I wanted to see what he did on there, but I don't see it. That's fine. No big deal. No big deal. So we're going to go back to the automations, and I'll show you guys something, and we're done. Okay. I just want to show you how sometimes we overthink, and we're like, well, what if you don't do it? Like sometimes, like I think this morning we were talking like that I was listening to about that training, David, about that lady that does network marketing, right? And one of the things that stood out to me, I'm like, what people are like, well, I don't have the time, I don't have this. Well, what is the pain if you don't do it versus the pain of doing it? Pain of doing it is, it's going to take me some time to put it together right now, maybe scratch my head a couple of times, maybe open a couple of support tickets, but you get it done. Not even that. I'm telling you, I will just let me know and I import it into your account. Hello, it's already there. So all you got to do is plug it in. Like if you're getting stuck, it's because you're not committed to taking the action. And I think that that's the biggest struggle with us is action. And I'm going to say, David, I've seen you so much, like you always moving, right? But because I think that sometimes we move from pleasure or we move from the pain. Which way you want to move? You want to wait until you're broke and out and so forth, and then you got to say, "Oh, you know what? It was that organization, or it was that coach." No, it was you didn't do the steps that he's telling you, because the statistics are there. It's telling you how many times you got to follow up, but we refuse to hear that. And then when we go back, it's like, now we're broke. I can guarantee you, grab the same leads instead of building the new leads all the time. Grab the ones you do and start calling everybody. Do 50 calls a day. Watch what happens. By the way, when you're done with that and you're doing the follow-up and everything and you get going, I would tell you to, send me a little message and give me some testimonial, but you won't probably have time to do that because you're going to be closing people and coaching people like you want to do. All it is like, we just always think like, that's not working. That's not working. That's not working. What's not working is you're not doing the proper steps. 5 steps that I believe. And let me pull those 5 steps out that I always like to use here. And let me pull them out real quick so that way you guys can see it, and then I'm done. Okay, I promise you I'm done. I just want to share with you guys what I see that is so powerful. GIF file, because I open it as a GIF file, and I'm going to go open with Chrome so that way we can see it here. Okay, guys, got it? Okay, I'm going to share this. This is what you need to have a successful campaign. Hands down, I'm doing it, and I'm telling you, not from myself, but from what I've seen, everything. First of all, you got to have an avatar. Okay, if you don't have an avatar, meaning you don't have that person that you are targeting, then what happens is you're talking to the world and the message is not clear. Like, if I'm going to talk to David, am I going to talk to him like a woman or like a man? Neither one. I know him very personal, so I'm going to talk to him like a friend, right? But if I don't know him, hey, Mr. David, how are you? Yes, sir. Yes, right. I think we're past that. I think I consider him a friend, right? We're part of or a brother from another. The way I call him now. First, you're my acquaintance, then you got my friend, and then you become my brother from another mother, right? I was gonna say a brother from another father, but I hope that's not true. So the avatar, the messaging has to be directly to the person you're talking to. Number 2, once you have the avatar, then the messaging and the avatar have to be very aligned to one another. If you're starting to do leads, you don't even know who you're talking to and what you're saying to them. Then what happens is like, oh, it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work, because you don't even know who you're talking to. So that has to be very aligned. Then you go to the leads. And with the leads, guys, we actually have a lead generation program already. If you want more information, reach out to me, but I'll just give it to you at very, very fast, which is here. You actually go to Leads AI, right? And if you want, it's already in your account, but if you want to know more, just let me know. You get to choose the industry, right? Boom, here we go, coach, right? Keep me log in. So I got a direct integration with a data provider because I wanted to close that gap from people saying, I have a lead generation problem. No, you don't. You have an avatar and a messaging problem. That's the problem. Come on, guys. You already know the leads are out there. Go Google them. If you don't want to pay for it, just go Google the person one at a time. I just believe that that's too long, right? So again, what do you pay for? You pay for speed. I believe that a lot of times what we pay, whether we're coached, like this morning we were coached, and I have made fun of it because I was like, I was late like 10 minutes. And I said, my biggest takeaway was I missed 10 minutes of the coaching, right? Which it was true. Like, be honest with yourself. I could have been there earlier and I would have missed this 10 minutes. But you can do here on the campaign. This, I'm going to show you what I did with a couple of them. Chiropractors. Here we go. I got all the chiropractors here. I found 11 of them that have emails. I go right here. I select them all and I send them to the CRM. But before I do CRM, what I'm going to do is I'll say, hey, let's go here. Everybody that's tagged chiropractor, boom, trigger this campaign. Got it? So automatically, as soon as you hit the button, it starts following up with people automatically. Did you know that even with the automation, instead of doing here, for example, this person is brand new, right? So as soon as the lead comes in through Facebook, you can actually put it here, right here, before you even send them an email or actually after, boom, right? You can actually put call and actually put call in here. Watch this, watch this, watch this right here. See that? Yes, you with me? Let me show you exactly what that is, what that means. The system will actually, sooner hits that step, it will ring your cell phone. It'll say you have a new lead. The lead is, boom, Javier Pulido. Press 1 to connect, and you connect directly with the lead. You don't have to go in here and go looking for the leads. The phone will connect directly to you. And you press the button and you call and you talk to people. Dude, this was not around like 5 years ago. This is freaking huge. If you don't want to miss sales, be the first one to call that person. It wants me to log in. I have to create an account button. Is it our regular login info? No. For the leads, you have to get with me. Let's book an appointment, and I'll show you exactly how we can make that happen for you. Okay? Because there is a little cost on it, but I'm telling you, it's like very minimal. Very minimal. I don't, guys, just FYI, I don't care to make money on this. I care for you to have leads so you can follow up with. My thing is automation, not lead generation. I can go run that. Oh, but wait, I don't want those leads. I want actual leads looking for me. Great, go run some ads. You click on here, new campaign, and actually I just did business coaching created by 10X Advantage. So I can go in here and I already created 2 of them, right? I'm going to create like 5 or 6 of them so you can have the ebook, right? Or the PDF. Like we have the 7-day PDF, right? The internet one, right? The social media one. You can actually post it in here. I think that will be huge for people like David because he's very huge on social media, right? So you're going to have in here, you choose the template and so forth. Again, these are things that if you want it, guys, reach out to me. I'll be happy to connect you with that. Okay. So it is 155. I'm going to get out of you guys' way. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Please do one thing for 2023. Master the game of follow-up. You will not have to go after lead after lead after lead after lead because now you have them all in the pipeline. And I just talked to another friend of mine from another coaching organization. He's like, Javi, my problem is I get leads, and then when I signed up a contract or 2, I leave them, and then later on when they're good, they leave me, and now I have to start over again. I'm like, of course, you're not following up with people. Well, I don't think that I need to follow up with them whenever whenever I had a client. I'm saying, yeah, but you don't have a client all the time. You always need to keep your pipeline full. Your pipeline is not full, so you watch what you're doing when you're doing that. Have you guys ever seen a plane? What power and speed does that plane have to do to take off? Vroom, right? So you're taking off, you got your campaigns running, you getting everything ready, and then you're going, right? And you're doing this, and then here comes, I have a new client, I got so forth, I got this. Oh, you know what? It's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas and stuff like that. So you stop. What happens when a plane stops in the middle of the air? Crashes down, right? And then what's going to take you to get back on there? That speed again to catch momentum again. And you're doing it over and you stop and you do it and you stop and you do it and you stop. That's the problem. Something we got to think about. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of the way. Thank you so much for joining. I hope something that I said will actually impact your business. That's my ultimate purpose. I'm here to serve you 100%, 120 if I can. David, I hope we answered your question. I know somebody had a question about the leads, about other stuff. Please open up a ticket. Oh, last one. Ready for this? I forgot to show you some I've been working on. So here we go. Ready? I think you see it already. I'm going to go to your account, David, just since you're here. David Dodge. So David Dodge is here, right? And he's actually here, and he actually here on the dashboard, for example, Launchpad. And he says, you know, I want to know what he's talking about workflows. Watch this. You see this little question mark, black one here? Right here on the top. You click on it, you type whatever you want, workflows, enter, and they give you everything, workflow recipes, list of workflows, how to organize your workflows, folders, import, campaigns, have everything in here. Not, oh, wait. Let's just say, for example, workflow recipe, right? Where are they at? And it's got a video and text on how to do it.
Within the Workflow Builder, you have many options for getting started.
You know how much it cost me to put this on here for you guys?
You can
$5,000.
with a blank slate. You can
So please,
import
it's there.
steps from an
Use it.
existing campaign,
Abuse
or
it.
you may
And the
use
reason
a
why
recipe
is because
from the list
sometimes
of premium
I know you
templates
guys
that we've
you guys don't want
created.
to sit there and wait
The
for
recipes
people
allow you
to answer the tickets, but now you have it on there. Like what we're gonna answer you is probably already in here. Okay, So make sure on the top here on the right-hand corner, and I'm actually, I'm going to do this with your permission. I'm actually going to log in as David to make sure that they actually see it. See, now I have the ability to log in as you, so that way I can see if you see what I see. Because sometimes it's like, I see this, I don't see that. And it could be like, oh, let me log in as you and see if we see the same thing, right? So that's part of what we're doing here. I'm logging in as him. It's going to take me because it's actually changing profile. So it'll take a second. Okay. So then now, yes. So you see it here. See that? Right on the top here. It's all in there, guys. Everything. You want to master the system. You want to master marketing, online marketing for 2023. This is it. This is it. You have it all in one place. Okay. Leads, nurturing, follow-up, training. What else do you want? What else do you need? Oh, yeah, well, you got one more thing that you need, and I'm going to let you guys go. You need massive action. Right, David? All you need is massive action. Go, take it. Go 10x your life. Go 10x it everywhere and watch what happens. So, guys, I'm going to get out of the way now. It's 2 o'clock. I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to have my lunch. I'm going to have to, David, anything I can help you with, serve you, brother. You know, already know. You're my brother from another mother. See you guys. Thank you for joining. Have a